Hi, this is John Patrick Hickey. I want to welcome you to the video cast. One of the things I've always found interesting is this great movement that has been going on. It started many years ago. I mean, it's nothing that's really new, but it involves how we eat, things we put into our body or don't put into our body. You know, making sure that we eat clean foods or organic foods, that we're not smoking, we're not drinking to excess, we're not using drugs. We're very concerned about all of this stuff we put into our bodies and making sure that it is healthy, clean, and good for you. And believe me, I'm a very big supporter of that. My wife and I make a big effort to eat clean foods. We try not to get into any kind of junk food or doing things that, you know, are going to be damaging to us at all. Those things I'm not saying are bad. What amazes me is that we do those, but we aren't concerned about what we put into this, what we put into our head. The movies, the videos, things that are out now are more violent, more negative, more hateful. There are things that and the language is just beyond belief. I mean, situation comedies now have language that you can't let your children watch. You know, everything is this adult content kind of thing, as if that kind of stuff is adult content. You know, I mean, half of these things are the mentality, you know, of an adolescent, you know, not an adult. You know, it's nothing but bathroom humor, and it serves absolutely no purpose at all. And yet we don't care about that. We don't seem to make it a big effort to make sure that what we get inside is positive and wholesome and good and just as healthy as the food that we're eating. And yet it's all going into the same place. What happens when you eat a lot of bad food? You eat a lot of bad food and you get things, you know, you get well overweight, you get, you know, health issues of all kinds. You know, there's just all these negative consequences. The same's true with when you fill your head with a lot of garbage. You can see because that garbage comes back out again. That garbage comes out in our hateful attitudes, in our language, how we talk to each other, in the things that we think about, in the anger issues so many people have. Very short fuses. People get crazy. And I mean, when you look at things like road rage, okay? Yes, we all get crazy when we get behind the wheel and, you know, you're driving these cars. But road rage that gets to the extent of people shooting each other or running their cars into each other, that's not an automobile problem. That is an emotional problem. That's something inside of that person that they are unable to handle driving a car. I mean, think about it. It's just ridiculous, the things that we go through. But we don't think about that in the health terms that we do the food that we eat. Let's remember that it's the stuff that comes out of us, that's in our heart, that is going to judge whether or not we're going to be able to handle success in our life or not. And when I'm talking about success, I'm not talking about money, position, and power. I'm just talking about living a good, full, happy life. To be successful in every area of life. It's just not going to happen if you constantly fill yourself with negativity. Watching the news all the time is another thing. You know, it's very unhealthy. It does things to our emotions. It makes us fearful. It makes us not trust one another. It makes us think that there are people who are out to get us. You know, it's like you need to focus yourself on good things. I'm not saying never watch the news. I believe it's good that we're aware of what goes on in our world and how things are going on. But you got to be You got to get the right source of news. You got to get news, not opinions from everybody and their uncle. You need to be able to sort through these things so that they stay information. They are a learning tool. They're not dealing with our emotions and our fears. You have to stop feeding yourself all the violent negativity that you find in films and in TV programs and videos and video games. You know, everything has its balance point. I'm not saying that you can't watch anything. I'm not telling you that you can do anything you want. I mean, it's not me to dictate to you what you do. I'm just saying that if you want to be healthier emotionally, you have to worry about what you're feeding yourself mentally, because that's where that comes from. Just as you have to eat better, you have to think better. You have to feed yourself with good stuff. Read good books. Everyone should read. I mean, I don't care. Don't give me the excuse, well, I'm not a good reader. Read one word at a time. You don't have to go and zip through, War and Peace in an hour and a half. Take your time. Read. And read what you enjoy reading. And, learn. Everyone should be learning constantly. That there are classes you can take, there are online things you can do. We have this wonderful technology that you can get videos on any subject that you're interested in. Learn something new every day. Listen to good music, positive music. Listen to poetry. I mean, expose yourself to poetry, art. There are so many different things that are there for us to enjoy. Nature itself. God has placed before us this wonderful, wonderful creation. And we can take it all in. And believe me, you want something that's going to calm you and refresh you and fill you, get out into the woods. Because nothing will do it better than spending some quiet time just in God's creation, because it is there for you. Spend your time on a healthy mental diet. You got a good physical diet, let's have a healthy mental diet. And really, really feed ourselves the good stuff. I also want to thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate, more than you know, every single moment that you give to me, because your moments are very valuable. And I don't take it lightly when we spend this time together, and I truly do hope that this is encouraging and helpful to you and can lead you into a good spot. And also, I want to encourage you to always be your best. Love God, have good manners, discover the unknown, and change your world. Hi, this is John Patrick Hickey again. I want to thank you for spending time watching the video cast. I do hope that these add value to you, that they encourage you, that they give you principles and information that you can use in your everyday life. That's our purpose for being here. The Growth Center was designed and created in order to help you to become the very best that you were created to be, to fulfill all of those dreams and desires that you've had, to accomplish your goals and your dreams. Now, I also want to encourage you to get other material besides this video cast, which, by the way, if right below here, you're going to see a little button that's called subscribe. I do hope that you subscribe to this video cast so that regularly when we put these up, you'll be notified and you can watch them. But I also want you to go over to the website, which is at www.johnpatrickhickey.com. There you're going to find books and other materials to help you to grow and to continue to pursue those goals. Again, that's www.johnpatrickhickey.com. And thank you again for joining us.